Acubiz One is your expense management app. Acubiz One is flexible, easy to use, and handles all your employee expenses, hours and absence. Best of all, Acubiz One is ready for use anytime, anywhere. The first time you log into Acubiz One, you enter your company name, username, and password received from your Acubiz administrator. In the future, you are logged in automatically. You can choose to add additional security by creating a lock. Go to Settings via the menu on the left and select a password. If you want to use the mobile's own password handling, such as Touch ID or Face ID, it can also be set here. Acubiz One has a lot of enjoyable features. Substantially, you can configure the app with an individual setup according to your personal preferences. In the menu to the right, you can decide which features you want to see on your dashboard and in which order. Acubiz One has 5 features within expense management. You can upload your receipts from your cash expense or company credit card by choosing Expenses. You can upload your receipts from your cash expense or company credit card by choosing Expenses. Upload your receipts and enter the details in a few seconds with your mobile. When you register an expense, you do it right away with Acubiz One. You use the camera in Acubiz One to take a photo of your receipt, edit your photo if needed, and save. It is possible to add more than one photo to your expense registration. Automatically, Acubiz One fills in the amount of your expense. You only choose the date, a cost type, and finally, cash or card to finish the registration of your expense. The receipt from a company card expense is automatically matched with a credit card transaction. Acubiz One also makes it easy for you to handle your mileage reporting. With automatic mileage registration, you can register your trip on the way to your destination. To begin the registration, choose the Track Mileage icon and start your trip. If you need to use one of the other features in Acubiz One while you register your trip, you can use the multitasking function. When you have started tracking your mileage, you use the arrow to make your mileage registration run in the background. Now you can handle an expense or use another feature on the way to your destination and register the trip at the same time. Choose the Track Mileage icon to go back to your mileage registration. When you reach your destination, you stop the trip, enter a few details, and finally you choose Submit to finish the mileage registration. If you forget to start your mileage tracking, you can enter the trip yourself. With the Google Maps integration, you simply fill in the addresses and select your route. Enter relevant details for the trip and finish your mileage registration with Submit. Another feature in Acubiz One is Allowance. With Allowance, you simply enter details and allowances from your trip. In Acubiz One, you register your allowances by entering the details from your trip. Enter the actual allowances for each day. To finish the registration of your allowance, choose Submit. Acubiz One also handles the approval process of employee transactions. If you are an approver, you will have the Waiting for Approval section at the top of your dashboard. Swipe to see all the transactions separately. When you need to approve or decline transactions, choose Waiting for Approval, and a list with transactions will appear. Approve separately or all at once. It is also possible for you to edit a transaction from an employee. Acubiz One maintains an informative dashboard with a user-friendly interface. The dashboard is the first thing that appears on your screen after login. Here, you will find valuable details based on your transactions. The dashboard provides a graphic overview of your activities. As mentioned, it is up to you to adjust the dashboard according to your preferences. Your unprocessed registrations appear on the top of the dashboard. This includes transactions that your approver has declined, or transactions which are parked due to lack of internet connection. Acubiz One shows a chart divided into the 3 features: expenses, mileage, and allowance. You can also see the monthly amount of cash expenses and company credit card transactions under Expenses. Swipe to see each month. Mileage gives you an overview of your driven kilometers per month, annually, and the average per month. At the bottom of your dashboard, you will find another beneficial feature called History. If you do not remember whether you uploaded an expense or not, you can check in History. When you enter your history, you will see a list of all your transactions. If you want to see a specific transaction type, you can use the filter and choose the preferred feature icon. Last but not least, your history shows the status of the approval process. If the transaction is marked with a time glass, it is waiting for approval. If it has a check mark, it is approved. This feature makes sure that you always know where your transaction is in the process. Acubiz One is always ready for use, and with the offline feature to avoid data roaming and slow or non-existent internet connections, you can register your data anytime. Finally, it is possible to add photos from your photo album on your mobile directly to Acubiz One. For example, when you wish to upload one or several photos to an expense. Simply add Acubiz One to your list via Settings on your mobile. Acubiz One is your all-in-one app within expense management. It is time-saving and brings more time for more valuable work.